What's going on, everybody? Country Boy and Catfish here. Been talking to a Country Boy and Catfish fan over the past few hours, and he brought it to my attention that he doesn't know how to clean his reels. So I'm not going to call him by name, but I hope this helps you out. In fact, he has the same exact reel that I'm fixing to show you. And what I'm going to do on this one, I'm going to take it apart, clean it, grease it. I'm going to put it back together. This is going to be kind of a long video, so just bear with me. So first, you got your Garcia 7000 C3. They're good reels. I like them, but I need to clean them anyway. So I figured I would do this video for him and anybody else that may need help. So here's where I start. I go to Walmart. I went to Walmart a little while ago, in a few months, and picked up this little precision kit, and it works really good for cleaning reels and such. I'm working on them, and you got your little tray right there to put your screws in while you're working. Now, since everybody that watches my videos probably knows I'm a damn old tight boy, so this is what I scrub them with. It's just a oil mixture of all the cleaning oils that I have, and I just clean them with that. I hold my reels over that, as you'll see in the video, and I'll kind of wash them out a little bit in there. And take the drain off. And this is another one of my favorites, the Remington gun oil. I just spray it out with that. I just spray them out with this after I clean them with the solution. Like I say, that's just different types of oils that's mixed in there. Then I go back with the Precision Abu Garcia oil, and also grab it real quick. I do use the H2O Express oil. It works pretty good, but it's not, to me, it's not as good as the Garcia oil. I'm just the hugest Abu Garcia fan. I've been fishing with them all my life. That's what I like. If you don't like it, well, use something different. That's what I use. And I don't use it because it's cheap, because that little bottle right there ruined me like 14 bucks for an ounce. So it's not because it's cheap. I like the pinpoint accuracy on it. But anyway, let's get started on this. I hope this lifting that camera up off the table helps y'all. If you look in the plastic tray right there, that's one of the magnets that I took out of my cat maxes, and I like keeping them around because you can attach them on these little screws, and it helps keep hold of things. Okay, well, let's get started. Looks like all of these, no, there's Phillips on this side, flat on this side. Okay, I always just like to get everything out prior. I don't have to dig for stuff. I can just change them out pretty quick and keep going, because this is, I don't mind doing it, but it does get kind of aggravating, especially when you have as many reels to clean as I do. I recommend, depending on how much you fish, you have a lot of weekend warriors that fish the warmer months and don't fish the colder months. I fish year round when I have time, but I normally clean my reels about every 2 months. And the reason for that, I use thicker grease, not too thick, but thicker during the summer months, thinner during the winter months, because winter months makes your grease thicker and stickier, and it's just like a car. Thinner in the winter, thicker in the summer. But let's get started. First, we're going to yank off like I say, guys, don't try to get in a hurry when you're doing this, because you will do something wrong. Or you will lose something. But I always just try to take, even though I know how to do it, I'm trying to show y'all the easiest way to keep up with everything and how everything goes. And if you'll just lay it out in the direction you take it off, and just go back the same way, the opposite way, you'll have no problem putting these things back together. These little C-clips right here can be tricky. See that little C-clip right there? They can be tricky and you can lose them. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and get my magnet on there. People got different ways of getting them off. I just kind of wedge a little bit. Put one fingernail right there. Put your screwdriver right there. And just pop it off like that. Spin that star off there. Drag star is what I call them. Like I say, guys, just make sure you stick everything in order. If this is your first time doing it, just put everything in order and it'll go back like clockwork. Now on mine, some drag stuff. That right there, they're like little cork material, and it slows your spool down. You can take them off and set them to the side, or you can just leave them on there. You really ain't doing too much with the spool itself. I do, however, this line right here, I don't know why, but I don't ever tape it. You can just do like that, just put just a piece of tape or something on there, just to keep that line from going everywhere. There again, the real spool, the tape, you can do so much with it. And just stick it on there and it'll keep your line from going nuts. I was talking to my friend, the one that inspired this video actually, and I was telling him, see, mine ain't dirty because I cleaned them not too long ago, but I'm ready to get the season oil change. done in them. So, but you see, if you look down in there, you see all that gunk, that grease caked up. And that caked up will kill your throwing consistency. I'm gonna reference back to this guy in this video, but you see what I'm talking about when I told you that oil just kind of cakes up in there, and that will have a big part, play a big part in what the problem you're having. So we're gonna go really deep into this reel. This is, like I said, this is gonna be a long video, guys, but I'm sorry, but he's a friend of mine, and I told him I would do it for him. See, it's just gummed up, and I just changed the oil in these things back in the fall. They do get gummed up, and what I do, I'm about out of oil here, but I just spray it down. I probably should have put me a dip in before I started doing this shit. But you just take that. I kind of stole my wife's whole toothbrush, but it's alright. She bought it new one. But I just kind of get in there and just clean it real good. Y'all might watch 1,000 videos on this, and everybody do it different. But I don't go as far as to take all the springs and innards out. I do that once a year. I'll pop all the springs off, take all the innards out completely, and just get in there behind them. But these hadn't really been fished that hard due to all the flooding and stuff we've had. I haven't got out there that much this year, and I always just clean them. Not good. And then I ain't throwing the dog on too pretty. Now I'll just take that Remington gun oil, and I'll just kind of flush it with it. And you'll see all the stuff coming out of it. And I'll show you the finished product here in a minute. These terry cloths around. And I'll wipe them down after I let the oil drain. I just put it on that lid there. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. I just put that on there and let it drain for just a few minutes. I'll take me a terry cloth, or whatever kind of cloth that is. I know they don't absorb the oil off of it, but they wipe it off pretty doggone good, and I ain't gotta worry about it scratching anything or putting sand in it, because it'll just kind of stick. Dirt just sticks to it, and anything I missed, it it off real good. Just make sure you get any kind of grit, gunk, grease. And I don't use what they call packing grease. I use oil in my reels. I think packing grease slows down the function of your reel, the gears, stuff like that. I just don't use it. I use the Garcia oil. I do mine every 2 months, so I don't have to really worry about anything wearing out, so to speak. All right, we got that side taken care of. And what I like to do, well, I gotta get them gears. Like I said, I just tell you, I bought these reels used, and I got these suckers, and I'm pretty happy with them. But man, I tell you, them things wouldn't hardly turn. I spent hours cleaning these things before I was even able to put line on them. Just something like that. I'm getting doggone oil everywhere. And just I kind of use the spray oil. It's kind of like my rinse. And I set it over here. And just kind of let it drain for a minute and get all of it out of there. Then I'll wipe it off with the cloth. It's just amazing how that gunk can build up in there so fast, but it does. You'd think it being sealed, it wouldn't get in there, but well, finds a way. So I'll let that side drain for just a second. That's draining. And guys, if you have any questions, don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to hit me up, because I'll answer any question I can for you. I don't mind. A lot of people that know how to do this won't put it on YouTube because, well, that's how I make extra money. I'm not going to tell somebody else how to do it and then I won't make no money. Well, to me, fishing is not a job, so I do it for free. I don't mind. I kind of enjoy doing it. See how clean that is? This side's pretty clean. I'm just going to wipe it out. I don't really have to clean it with a toothbrush. And then whenever I go back with it, let me get level on. See how gummed up that can get? I mean, it gets just horribly nasty, and that just, what I did there, I just kind of backed it and it just screwed out. So we're gonna clean this. This right here is the key to keeping them level lines functional, and that's keeping them clean, free of debris, stuff like that. See how good that looks. And guys, just from personal experience, do not go buy Real Magic and spray your reels down with it. You're causing a lot of problems, because what you're doing when you spray your reels down with that Real Magic, you're just inviting dirt to stick to the oil that you just sprayed in there. So I would try to refrain from doing that. You just ask for trouble. I mean, yes, this is time consuming, but I would rather do it. I'd rather do this than replace the parts, because that doggone Real Magic invites, I mean, it's basically calling for the dirt. Hey, come over here and stick to me. That's just not my game. Been watching a lot of Catfish Dave preaching on these non-level line reels. I've been seriously thinking about taking one of my level lines out just to see how it would function. But I'm not going to do that. And whenever I get done cleaning it, I think we'll go ahead and put it back together now. I just take this Garcia oil, and any moving part in this reel is going to get just a drop. Not a lot. A little goes a long way with that stuff. I mean, a long way. Just put it this way: the more oil you use on your rods, the more dirt you're inviting in. Because I know how it is. You catch a fish and, well, there goes the reel in the dirt. On that level line, I'll show you. It's nice and clean. And that's all I put on there. I don't really soak it. Just enough to get down in the teeth. Nice and smooth. And we just put just a drop down in there. Just kind of give that brass something to ride on. And that's nice and smooth. Alright, guys. And you can be a little generous on these gears, it won't hurt it. Like I say, that right there is better than packing grease on these gears to me. And there's a bearing right in there. And trust me guys, if there's someone that can tell you how to work on bearings, it's me, because that's what I do for a living. I make them. And guys, if you have a reel that you've hoodooed it up and you've got it all mixed up and you can't figure out how to put it together, send me a message. If it's a catfish, bass, crappie reel, 90% of the time, I bet you I probably got the same reel and I can go through it just like I'm doing for this guy and just show you how to do it. I've got bukus reels. I don't have a lot of spinning reels. I do for bait fishing, but they're all about function the same. And we'll get through it and I'll help you put your reel back on the water, because ain't nothing worse than having a reel just that you can't use. Remember, when you start putting it back together, this is your rod part, this is your handle part, this is your cap part. Put a drop of grease right there. See, this is one thing I don't like that Garcia does. They put this brass gear and then they put a plastic gear right there. Don't make no sense. But I'm not going to sit here and downgrade them, because I love my Garcias. And these screws don't have to be super tight, but make sure you do get them snug. I was talking to a friend of mine that was telling me about his 7,000 problems, and I was telling him I actually rebuilt. I cast one of my rockets out while I was catfishing, and while I done that, when I throwed it out, the reel, it just basically went nuts on me, and I was out there a good 60-80 yards, and I rebuilt my reel while my line was sitting out there. Thankfully nothing took off with it, but it didn't take me, I don't know, 10 minutes maybe, but I took it apart, I fixed it, and I put it back together, sitting right there on the water. Put a little double grease on. I hate these plastic gears, but they ain't ever giving no problems. Like I say, just before you put everything back, just wipe it off, make sure there's no dirt, grease, no thick grease or grit, anything like that as you're putting it back together. So just make sure you just a little bit. The gun oil is gonna put a lot of grease in it, but I'll get Garcia grease or whatever. And whenever I'm putting them back together, just kind of set it. Make sure your corks is in there, if yours has that. You set it back in there and just build it around. Get it lined up. Drop you some grease on there. You can be a little generous right in there, because that would get through all that. This right here is about aggravating no booger. I'm gonna kind of get close with this because this thing is aggravating as shit. You'll see a little hand washer in there. Not the washer, I'm sorry, the gear. You push it down over that gear there. Try to pull back on it. Turn that back just a little bit to try to lock it in. And take your rag, wipe any excess. Like I say, the more oil you have in here, the more dirt you're inviting in. It's hard to watch my hands and make sure you guys see it too. And them things right there, it sound like they're rubbing on something, but they're spring loaded, so that's just a spring in there. So don't think you've messed nothing up. Hear that? That's just spring loaded, so don't pay that no attention. Like I said, guys, if you laid all that out, It all goes back the exact same way that you took it out. And guys, if you buy the good Garcias and you take care of them like this, they'll last you your whole life. I've got a set of Garcias that I've had 20 some years. And the only reason I switched was because I just needed something bigger to hold more line, because I'm trying to get away from fishing on the boat and fish on the bank. Now guys, right here there's a little bearing. It's in that cat right now that goes in there. Probably should have put that on before I put that drag star on there, but it'll be alright. About put the wrong screw in it. Forgive me guys, I just got off work. Told him I would shoot this video this evening. This is about the only part I hate is this little bitty C-clip. Put that thing back on there. I can't stand on that man. Cause I have had them go pew. I got lucky. I just got lucky because I'm shooting a video. That's the only reason I got lucky. And when you put this nut back on there, make sure you don't torque the shit out of it. Just don't have to be tight. Just snug. That's all. In fact, I'll show you the way I tighten it. I tighten it with that locker right there. Tighten it down, then I'll back it back off to make it line up. To put that hole right there. So that tells you right there it don't have to be that tight. So put the screw in there. That's all there is to it. Alright guys, this has been another video from Country Boys and Catfish. I hope this helps you out. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you have a request for any future videos, drop them in the comments below. I hope this helps y'all out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for more future videos. Y'all have a good one.